There are places that you can go that are going to mean a lot more than others. And sometimes those places, anybody else could walk by and they'd never notice. Or maybe it's a significant place to you, but for a different reason than everyone else. And you go back there, and it brings a lot of things back. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're places of great joy, great connection. Sometimes they're a place of great difficulty and great pain and trauma. But they're those places, and you go back there. There's a place in Quispamsis I can take you, to where I had a very significant moment as a child where a lot of trauma began in my life. I'm at a place right now where should have been a lot of joy started in my life. But I come back here and it causes me to think. I wish it gave me answers, but sometimes it doesn't. It just reminds me of a lot of questions. I'm reminded of when the nation of Israel crossed the Red Sea, and when they were done, God told them to build an altar, and that altar was to remind them, and they could go back there and remind them of what God had done. And God wanted us to remember. God wanted us to go back. God wanted us to have those touchstones. God wants us to have that connection. Why? Because it reminds us of not only where we've been, but where God has taken us. And sometimes it's not even where He's taken us. It's where we are in the process of. Sometimes it shows us that we had goals that didn't come to fruition. Sometimes it shows us that we had thoughts and plans that weren't God's. But at the end of the day, we go back to that place, and it just calls us to remember what God has done, and also be cognizant of what God is doing. So I'm at this place. I'm feeling this moment. I'm remembering what happened here and where I've come from that point. And I'm still processing it. But we need to go back. We need to not be afraid of those places. A lot of times we're afraid of the feelings, we're afraid of the thoughts, we're afraid of the impact of the consequences. But those places bring us to greater understanding, greater awareness of who we are, who God is, and like I said, where God has brought us and where God is going. I'm going to sit here and process some more. God bless you. I hope that's been an encouragement to you.